So I've seen this bigger creator versus smaller creator sparking zero debacle, all this trending heat that's been going on between the smaller creators, rightfully so, being angry at these bigger creators for basically ruining sparking zero on YouTube. Well, off that, you have a lot of these smaller creators or smaller entities on YouTube that are defending the bigger creators, weirdly enough, trying to say, echo what the bigger creators are saying because they're not informed themselves. You got some losers at lower than 1,000 subs, and I'm not trying to rag on people for getting their start on YouTube. Everyone has to start from somewhere, but you got people below 5,000 subs trying to give you big money advice, telling you grind harder, you shouldn't be concerned with bigger guys, grind harder, work harder, personality, blah blah blah, stuff that you and I know as creators in these trenches does not really matter. Now, first thing I can tell you about this YouTube machine and how things factor into how the bigger creators screwed everyone over is that YouTube is a game of first. It's not about a game of who's better, who has the better content. It's a game of who beats you to the punch, who gets there first. So these bigger creators got there first. Bandai Namco made sure their little golden boys got there first. That's why they allow, never before in history has a gaming company allowed people to leak entire content of the game. But they did so to make sure what? That their bigger creators could algorithmically plant their flag on Sparking Zero and continue to have the edge that they've always had for years. Now, all that working hard, grinding, just yourself, those are generalities that really don't impact anything. Those are like, yeah, you should always be yourself in everything that you do, and you should work hard in anything you do. That's like general good advice that is not really, it's not curved to Sparking Zero or YouTube content creation in general. Those are just good sounding pieces of advice. There are general good pieces of advice. When you work hard and you don't aim yourself, you're working frivolously, okay? They want you working frivolously. And I'll tell you, it's a big secret as to why they want that, right? But if you're working hard and you don't know how should I put this? You don't know where to aim your efforts, you're working in frivolities. You're working frivolously, okay? I don't want you with any wasted effort. I don't want you guys out here grinding on something that is truly pointless, okay? That's what they're that's what they're getting you ready to do. You're gonna be out here, oh, if I just be myself, if I just believe it, if I just believe, I'll be a big Look, bruh, no, okay? I'm not gonna let them do you dirty like that. I'm not gonna let them have you out here grinding and working hard and not aiming yourself. Now, again, I can tell you something about this YouTube machine and how the YouTube game works. And these next two pieces of advice come from YouTube experts. People that talk to employees that work at YouTube, that actually work on the algorithm. They can tell you a lot about how the YouTube machine works. I'm going to tell you why Sparking Zero is a frivolous effort if you're actually intending to grow as a content creator. There are two things. There's a lot of things that are at play here that I will discuss in this video, but two things I want to focus on right now. YouTube for Sparking Zero is oversaturated. If anything, a YouTube expert would tell you, you don't try to grow your channel in something that is A, oversaturated, and B, has too many big creators also creating content for this subject. So Sparking Zero has too many big creators coming in on it, okay? Prince Vegeta, he's gonna be making content at this, okay? RDC World, okay? RDC World, they're coming in on this. Ramsal, Afro Senju, Siriax. What this means and why this is important is because they are going to cloud the whole first page of search. They are going to cloud the entire homepage, the recommendeds, the sidebars. Places that matter. Those are the places, if you are a YouTube content creator, you should know or already know how important ending up on the home page is. How important being a recommended video, ending up on that sidebar. That's where you want to be, but especially that first page of search. Second page does not matter. I would argue the bottom half of first page does not matter, okay? That is where already you gotta deal with the company's IGN, the company Bandai Namco itself, PlayStation. You know, they gonna get the top spaces because they have the trailers and all that different stuff. They're the companies that make the game. They're already gonna have that, but up under them, it's gonna be From Style. Oh, RDC World, because they have the sheer size of audience. Syriax, Afro Sinju. You are not going to muscle them out of those places, okay? I'm giving you facts here. I'm not gonna give you Naruto believe it advice, work hard, grind hard. What I would tell you, your best bet is to go to another court, okay? You are not big enough to play on this court with these bigger creators who have already cheated. This is a fight, and they already threw a sucker punch, okay? They already threw a sucker punch by uploading everything, okay? That's done. It is done. The fight is rigged. The referee was paid. They threw the sucker punch. It's done, okay? And then on top of that, you got other guys who are going to come in, who are going to dominate live streams, because you know RDC World going to do a live stream. That's going to be done, okay? Other people are going to be live streaming. If you are below, I would say if you are below 50,000 subs, you got no chance at this, okay? And that has nothing to do with your personality or your work ethic. That's just how the YouTube machine works. The bigger fish get bigger, the smaller fish, they stay where they are, okay? Now, I will tell you that sub numbers, they do and don't matter, okay? The numbers that you need to be fixated on are the views. That's why the bigger content creators it's not their sub numbers. It's that they have channel authority, which is going to feed them their views, continue feeding them views, a constant stream of views. You as the smaller creator, if you are below 50,000 subs, you really don't have channel authority, okay? That's the kind of things, those are the kind of principles that will get you views. Ending up on search, ending up on recommended, ending up in sidebars, ending up on the first page. Now again, they've already leaked story mode. If you type in right now, your best friend to find out what's being looked for by the Sparky Zero or any viewer is that search bar. So when you go to the search bar and you type in Sparky Zero, you will have a whole bunch of things try to auto-complete. And that'll tell you exactly what people are looking for. And guess what? All of it's been spoiled. Sparky Zero gameplay, Sparky Zero Wii, Sparky Zero, all the character gameplays are spoiled. Okay, look, if the characters in the game, they're already on YouTube. That's done. Okay, the game is too straightforward for tutorials to take place. Like, you're not gonna have to learn how to play Kefla specifically over, I guess, UI Goku or anything like that, because all characters control the same game. So tutorials are out. Okay, it's not like Xenoverse where how to get this awoken the fastest, how to level up the fastest, how all that. It doesn't apply to this game, because this is, for the most part, it's a straightforward fighting game. Okay, so that's gone. It's just like Naruto Storm Connections. You don't see tutorials for that because they don't matter. All characters control the same for the most part. So that's gone. Story mode, gone. Now, they've already beaten you, and they probably will already have special editions of the game that have everything already unlocked. So when day one comes out and you're grinding to unlock everything, they're already going to have the online. So when they get ready to type in, the YouTube viewer gets ready to type in online gameplay, day one, all the big YouTubers are already going to have that spoiled. That's what we mean by when we say they have it on lock. They already cheated. Day one, they're going to have the online game, because they don't have to start at the same point that you started at. They already have the speed edge, the speed boost. They already did the Dragon's Dance. They finna sweep your ass, okay? That's just the way that it is. Someone had to tell you. Now, here's the big part of it. I told you it was going to be a big part of this video that's going to tell you how the YouTube machine works and why it's really frivolous. You, as a smaller creator, what you would hope for is to get a binge watch session, right? A lot of people have been tossing around that term and they don't know how the YouTube machine works. I've heard that some people, and I got this clipped on Discord where they were telling people that, hey, after a bigger YouTuber's video plays, because they're the bigger YouTuber, is actually an assistance to the community of Sparking Zero, because that means that the smaller creators video will play. Nah, I'm not even gonna let him tell that lie. I'm not gonna let any of them tell you that lie. I'm about to crack open how YouTube really works, okay? Especially in gaming. It's unfair because it works like a pyramid scheme to a degree. You, the smaller creator, it doesn't matter how much you create, what your personality is, what spin you put on the content. It does not matter, because if you're making Sparking Zero content, or any content for that matter, because a lot of these bigger content creators, they're like locusts, they go to every anime game. When they create something, they get channel authority that puts them on top. You, as a smaller creator, if you're below 50,000 subs, you are on the bottom. So as a smaller creator, you would hope, again, you would hope to get a binge watch session, but that's not how the YouTube machine works. So bigger creators, when their videos stop playing, or you reach the end of their videos, the YouTube machine will recommend either them or another big creator. It does not recommend smaller creators. You, as a smaller creator, you could objectively have better content, better engaging content, funnier content, more entertaining content, whatever you want to call it. But because you are a smaller creator, the YouTube machine is going to refer your smaller audience. So let's say that you get, I don't know, 200, 300 people to watch your video. You would hope that YouTube recommends more people to watch your content. No. At the end of your video that your audience is watching, the YouTube machine will recommend a big creator over 100,000 subs, because they want to keep people on YouTube, because the YouTube machine thinks recommending people over 100,000 subs is going to keep people on the platform. It has nothing to do with you personally, but because you're below 50,000 subs, they won't recommend more of your content, even if you have high watch time, high this, high that, all that. The YouTube machine will always look at channel authority, how big their account is, because again, subs don't matter. And to a certain point, subs matter when you get to the point of over 100,000 subs, definitely 500,000 subs. That's where subs truly matter. Until then, it's just a vanity, right? Because it won't really serve you. It's just like, oh, I got 50,000 subs. Bro, it does not even freaking matter. Okay, I know a lot of people respond to get a lot of views because they find highly favored content that is not oversaturated. And that's the next place you want to go. Now, my best piece of advice for you, that if you really want to grow during these holidays, you need to go somewhere where these bigger creators are not competing. They're going to be staying on Sparking Zero, okay? Your best bet is to go to Bleach Rebirth of Souls, because they've already had their hands smacked back from interacting with that community, okay? That community was not having them come into the Bleach space. So that's probably your best bet to grow, is to make content on that while they're over here. I guarantee you, while you're getting ready to do all these streams and all these videos for Sparking Zero, they know they've already done the damage. They know that they already have cemented their place in the YouTube algorithm. So when you're doing all that, they'll record a couple of online gameplay with friends, blah blah blah, bull crap videos. But what they're gonna do, I don't doubt in my mind for a second, they're gonna try again with Bleach. They're gonna come back in, try to get all the character trailers, blah blah blah. They'll try it, and it's gonna be a matter of how the Bleach community reacts to them. If they'll smack their hand back a second time, or if they'll just let them take over. I don't know what'll happen. Other things, I don't know if My Hero Academia, Rumble, whatever is doing big things. I haven't paid attention to it, so I would assume no. Naruto Shinobi Striker, that kind of fell off. Nobody's really doing that anymore. You have to find, and it's very difficult, you have to find a sizable court that has an audience that the bigger content creators are not already coming over to. And unfortunately, like I said, they work like locusts. If you find something that has an audience that is going to grow your channel, chances are they're gonna muscle in on your territory and come and take all that. That's unfair. I know the YouTube machine is fair. It's the people around that YouTube machine that are not fair, that will exercise their channel authority and come in and push you. That's how it works. Okay, I hate to tell you that. I'm not trying to tell you, and a lot of people are going to try to say that I'm trying to get you guys to be defeatists and to not work hard. No, I'm not telling you not to work hard and not put your personality forward. I'm telling you to aim yourself better and put your efforts in better places that will actually have a return on investment. See, all that grind culture, that grind mindset, I'm sick of it. It's stupid. It's just a bunch of positive mantra bull crap. Okay, you need to know where to work hard, when to work hard. Work smarter, not harder. You don't have to grind. Don't get me wrong. Have a work ethic, yes. Work hard, yes. But also at the top, work smarter. Because this world, and again, I'm giving you grade A advice, but it's a generality advice, I'll admit it. It's who you know, not what you know, okay? A lot of these bigger content creators, they got over on who they know, not what they knew, not their entertainment value, not all this. A lot of these people, they grew when YouTube had a far easier algorithm to grow off of, where you didn't have to consider a million different things. You just had to have a good title and a good thumbnail. That no longer cuts it. I see a lot of these smaller creators, y'all have grade A thumbnails, bomb ass titles, still does you no good. YouTube changed the rules. It's a lot like when your parents try to give you advice. Sure, your parents or your grandparents or whatever, that advice worked for them at that time, okay? But it doesn't apply in the current world, because the world changes and the rules change. And YouTube works like that even faster, much faster, because every couple of years they're changing that algorithm. They change what the algorithm prioritizes, and the rules change. So someone like these bigger content creators who got over and grew in 2016, 2018 YouTube, they can't tell you anything about how to grow in 2024 YouTube, okay? I'm getting that's the advice that I have to give you. They can't tell you anything about it. Again, these are things where you have to know the YouTube game and you have to know the viewer. The most important thing in all this is the YouTube viewer. So a lot of people are suggesting doing custom battles because, oh yeah, the gameplay has been spoiled, the story mode has been spoiled, and they try to tell you go do Sparking Zero custom battles. I want you to listen to that for 1 second. Do you think a viewer is going to watch you play dollies with the CPU? Hey guys, I'm playing. No! Don't even waste time entertaining that thought. Nobody's going to watch you play the CPU. What do people watch? Mainly with gameplay. They want to watch you interact with other players. They want to watch you versus other players. However, again, this is a little bit of a paradox. They don't watch random online gameplays. They'll watch the 3 idiots because it's 3 different people interacting. They're not going to just watch one person sit up there and play against the CPU. So I hate that they tried to give you that bum ass advice. Go play the CPU and custom battle. Nobody finna watch that stuff. Nobody finna watch that with y'all. Quit letting them play you. You know how you hurt them? You know how I told you about that pyramid scheme with YouTube and how you as a small creator recommend their videos? They get a view funnel from that. So when you're the smaller creator for Sparking Zero and you're making your videos that don't funnel anything to you, all your viewers get funneled to them. And that happens with thousands of people, maybe even millions of people creating content on Sparking Zero, trying to be the next breakout person. All you're doing is funneling views to the bigger guys. Off of that, again, YouTube wants to keep people on a platform, therefore they will funnel your smaller channel will act as a funnel to the bigger channel. They don't want you to know that. So your best bet is to not make Sparking Zero content. Don't funnel views to the bigger guy. Again, that's the real advice here. Go somewhere else. Best piece of advice I can give you in all of this is that you have to accept what you can control and what you can't control. You can't control the fact that they screwed everyone over. You can't control that they screwed everyone out of Sparking Zero content. Have to accept that. Okay, so let's talk about what you can control. Number one, I want you to adjust your mindset on that word grind. Get that grind mindset out of your head. Now, I say that not to say don't work hard, okay? You do want to work hard, but ultimately you want to work smarter, like an opportunist. You want to pick your spots. You want to know the battle you are fighting. You want to know where to aim yourself, when to position yourself, and what advantages you and what disadvantages you. Okay, that's what you need to know when you're doing all of this. Okay, so you have too many disadvantages doing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So what this means is that what you can do is take yourself, your personality, your hard work, and go to places where these bigger content creators aren't at, but where you notice you have a unserved audience that is ready for someone to take the reins. So you have also got to consider, don't let these positivity punks get you pumped up to get knocked down. Okay? Put your effort in better places. Sparking Zero ain't it. It just ain't it. It was over the moment bigger content creators moved in, and it was definitely over when they spoiled the entire game. You can work better. Let these idiots who are still trying to tell you, no, Sparking Zero content is the only way, you gotta do it, we all gotta do it, that's the fantasy they have worked in their head. You got a lot of people who are less than 1,000 subs, less than 5,000 subs, trying to give you cash money advice. They're on their little first 1,000 subscriber high right now. They think they're doing things, but you got to talk to people like me and other people. There's other creators that will tell you exactly what I've told you. And again, you can make better decisions. You can position yourself better. You can go to other games. And one day you might be big enough to tackle a game like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But right now is not your time. That is just the way that it is. Nobody, if you notice, I want you to notice something. Who has been the newer crop of creators after Rhyme Style, Siri X, Afro Senju, the Three Idiots, all those guys? Who's really come after them in the past 10 or 15 years? Nobody. Because that's the way that the game is tilted towards them, at least as it concerns Dragon Ball. Okay? So you have to go and play on different courts. There's a lot of people that went to Naruto Shinobi Strikers, and for a time, Naruto Shinobi Striker was doing really okay. They got their first little springboard off of that because the Dragon Ball YouTubers did not go to that area for some reason, and they were able to flourish and grow. And then, guess what? They used that as a springboard. Now they can do whatever they want to do. You have got to get that Sparking Zero one-ism out of your head. Get it out of your head. Quit thinking about. Do not waste time. Think about what else is popping for the holidays. Again, think about if it fits the genre you want to do. So if it is an anime game, do that and try to be the best at it. If it doesn't have big content creators already on it, find the places they're not at and establish yourself. That's all you guys got to do. Quit listening to these chumps that are trying to make you go down with them. They know that they're in a hopeless fight, and it sucks to be in a hopeless fight by yourself. So they try to delude you and get you to fail with them so that they don't have to say, oh, I failed with my 1,000 subscribers to be a Sparking Zero YouTuber, but it feels better to them, so they say we failed or we got screwed over. Don't be we. Go take yourself, your individual self, and go take yourself to another court. You don't have to play the Sparking Zero court. Go to another court. Go do something else. Go be better at something else. And then one day it might be another Dragon Ball game that comes out that you're positioned to take advantage of. And that's the best advice that I can give you as a content creator. Hit that subscribe button for the end game of all games, perfection and natural selection. We're giving you real advice, not just good mantra BS. And for that, hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications, hit that like button. We out.